Tell you a little bit about me. My name is Iana Ma'at, for anyone who does not know me. Some people on here from Instagram and other places who do not really know me. I am a psychotherapist. I am a transformational coach. And I am also a spiritual teacher. I am a mother. I am a wife, of course. I'm a sister, but I am most clearly a purpose pusher. I've always been trying to push towards my purpose. That used to be, it's not anymore, but it used to be one of my greatest fears, y'all. Like, am I going to do what God told me to do? Am I, I don't want to be stuck in this job, or this is not it. I know I'm supposed to be doing more. You get these little feelings in your gut, like this ain't it. And so I'm a purpose pusher. I'm always wanting to do the best of what I'm supposed to do with my gifts, even when I'm scared. That don't mean I have done it, but that's what I want to do. That's what I've wanted to do. And every year and every day and every week and every month that goes by, I get a little closer. And so I'm going to talk to you first a little bit about me and how I got here before you. So I am a PK, and I am, let me see what else is important for you to know. I am a mother of 5. My husband and I got together in high school. We met each other in our senior year of high school. And my background, before coming together with my husband, he was my boyfriend then, is that I had some daddy issues. Anybody had daddy issues? Just type DI in the chat. DI, just put DI. I had some daddy issues. I mean, unfortunately, that's not an uncommon situation. Okay, so I just want to know I'm not alone. Okay, so I had daddy issues. My parents got divorced when I was 2, and so I have a mother who's a wonderful mommy. She's wonderful. She was just here with me for a whole week, and I so enjoyed having her in the house with me from the DMV over here in Cali. But she was, she knows this. She's also a therapist, and she's also a pastor. She's a retired pastor. A social worker, all those things. So I'm really a lot like my mother, had followed in her footsteps in a lot of ways. And she was emotionally unavailable. She was just emotionally unavailable. She wasn't really, she was doing all the things to rise, and, she got 2 doctorates and out here was going to school all the time and being at the top of her profession. And then she was called to ministry, and then she became a pastor, and then people were saying, I don't know if women can be pastors, all this kind of stuff, right? So she was doing all the things and modeling for me in so many ways, but she was not emotionally available. She didn't know that she wasn't. Many of you don't know that you are not. I also was not, because I picked that up from my mama. But I have something for you tonight. You don't have to stay where you are. If something about what I just said pricked you a little bit. And she was emotionally unavailable because she went through some things. My mother is very transparent. I'm not sharing anything here that she would not share. She dealt with molestation from her stepfather. She dealt with rape. She dealt with so many things, and she was on her own. In order to go to college, in order to go to grad, she had to do it on her own. It was like, you 18, figure it out. And she figured it out. So she is an overcomer. Somebody type overcomer in the chat if you resonate with that. As Black women, we are overcomers. As women in general, we be overcoming some things. You know what I'm saying? Like, we be going through some things, and you would never know. You'd be like, you went through that? You dealt with what? Oh my goodness, we be going through. Be like, yeah. You would never know if I told you my story, right? And I became aware, even as an adult, that I'm certain that I experienced. Just if y'all don't know me, welcome to keep it real 100. Like, I keep it all the way 100. Okay, so right off the top, I realized as an adult I experienced some kind of sexual molestation, something of some sort. I can't remember it, but I know it. I know it because I'm trained enough to know what it looks like in terms of how you show up as an adult, how you show up in your marriage, how you show up in relationships, you know what I mean? And not being present, in sexual experiences, and like, ain't this what I learned about in school? Like, I'm like, not really here, all of these things. So I know that something happened to me, but I don't remember it. And so I'm sharing that with you just to give you a little bit of context about who I am. My husband and I got together. Yeah, I blocked it out, Tanisha. I blocked it out. We went to college. He was in college in Maryland. I was in college in Atlanta. Whoop, whoop. And I'm moving to Atlanta this summer. That's a sidebar. Sorry. Okay, I'm excited. And so And so y'all, I had issues. I had daddy issues. My daddy wasn't there. He was an absentee father. He would come in and out and just be gone for 6 months and then be like picking me up again for the weekends. Like, what's up? Hey, come on. So I learned that we don't talk about where the fuck you been. Excuse my language. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, hi, hey, dad. We just gonna pick up like nothing ever happened. Hey, I'm happy to be here. Even though I was waiting on your ass 6 months ago when you was supposed to pick me up. And I was waiting. And I was so pressed. I remember this, sitting by the window one time. I remember sitting by the window looking outside, that I didn't want to move. I didn't want to miss him. You know, I was little. And I peed on myself, y'all. Lord have mercy. Sitting there, soiled. Peed on myself, sitting there waiting for my daddy. So I want you to know, I had some stuff. I had some issues. So I got with my husband. And let me tell you, I for sure was one that had already taken with that mama who's on it, handling her business, right? Like, she was great, but she didn't have the emotional access. I didn't have the emotional access. Like, I don't need anybody to check for me because I will check for myself. I will handle my business. I will do what I need to do. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? I will show up for myself and I will navigate my path. So there's some strengths that I got in terms of being able to move forward, to deal with the stuff, and to keep going. I'm not asking nobody for nothing. I wasn't even consciously thinking that. That was how I was emotionally wired. You know what I mean? And from that place, I continued to move forward, and I had some issues. And I didn't really want to be emotionally close. I wanted it, but I didn't want it. I was with my husband. We got together and we got married when I was 24. I had some emotional infidelity early on in my marriage on my part. We had both had some cheating stuff going on before we got married. And, you know, when that emotional infidelity happened, and I was like, and that was me. It was me and a guy at work talking too much on the lunch breaks and, you know, emailing each other, whatever. And Aize found that, that's my husband, Aize. He found that text message, the email. And I was so scared I was going to lose my husband. And there was no doubt in my mind that he was the one. And it was at that point that I said, what the hell is going on with me? Like, how did I get caught up in it? My husband why am I doing that? And it was at that point that I made a decision. Somebody type decision, because many of you all will be presented with a decision tonight. It may not be a decision that looks like that, but you will be presented with a decision tonight and every night of this challenge to stop operating from the same place, to stop being in the same numb place, to stop being in the same angry place, to stop being in the same overwhelmed place, to stop being in the same disconnected place. And that's the decision that I made. I made the decision that, you know what? I got clear. I got to go to therapy. I got to get somebody to help me because I don't know why I keep doing the same things and just, you know, what am I doing? And I realized I was disconnected. Disconnected. I need you to type disconnected in the chat. Disconnected. I was disconnected from myself, and therefore I could not connect with my husband. I'm telling you that if we don't as women, as wives, connecting with ourselves, even if we don't know what the hell that means, but start to really prioritize our own emotional well-being, our personal development, our spiritual anchoring, if we don't start to do that, we will never be able to show up in our marriages in the way that we need to. We'll never be able to set the boundaries that we need to set in love. We'll never be able to show up and hold space for our husbands in the way that we need to. We'll never be able to learn to let some things go and stop criticizing every single thing. And we won't ever be able to say, wait a minute, that doesn't work for me. I hear you, but let me help you to understand where I am. Not just as your wife, but as Iyanna. This is me. And so we got to be able to do those things, but we are confused oftentimes about what's okay. Did I do too much? Am I not doing enough? Frustrated, all of the things, because there is no connection into self. So this challenge this week is going to help you get to a place where you see yourself clearly. I like how y'all talking back to me. Type clearly in the chat. Who wants clarity? Don't type clearly, type clarity. Who wants clarity this week? If you want clarity, oh my goodness, that's what we want. We don't even know where to go. There's so much stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's so much. If I begin to tell you, I know many of y'all would say, child, there's so much stuff. I don't even know where to begin. Anybody know what I'm talking about? If you want clarity, you have to call clarity into your life. And that's what this Becoming a Better Wife Challenge is all about this week. All right. So let me look at my notes here. I want to share with you all a few foundational things, and then we're going to shift into finding out for night one, what type of wife are you? What type of wife is you? Okay, you need clarity, Wanda. Yes, you're going to get it this week. It's going to be here. It's going to be here. I want to make sure that you also stay on to the end tonight, because this week we're going to stay connected in community in WhatsApp. Okay, there's a group just for participants here, so that when we're outside the challenge, like, we can be sharing, like, this is what I'm dealing with, or this is a aha moment I had, or I want to just share this piece or whatever. So I'm going to drop that WhatsApp link right at the end, and we'll go from there. Give me 1 second. Oh, really? Right now? Okay. See, my husband is he's on the P's and Q's. He's on all. Well, what's up, IG? Y'all come on to the challenge right now. I'm in the challenge. I'm in the Become a Better Wife Challenge. I'm doing it right now. My husband has said for me to pause for a second. Thank you. Somebody type Grace in the chat. And y'all come on over here to the Become a Better Wife Challenge all week long. All week long. All right. Okay, husband. Now it's time for the wives to continue on. Good day. Love you, babe. Bye. Okay. All right, y'all. So